Allbirds.com sold for $39 million in April. The peak valuation was $4.1 billion. That's 1% of the peak. I want to use that number as the door into a conversation most DTC founders are still not having out loud. Amazon is not a channel. It is a company living in your margin and in your P&L. When I was running the P&L at a previous company, Amazon was 28% of our revenue at one point. Big number, clean reporting, and the kind of slide that makes the board go, Well, we dug into the contribution margin one quarter and the picture completely changed. The take rate was higher than I expected. The advertising required to be visible inside the marketplace was a real cost. Returns through the Amazon were structurally higher than returns to our own site and stores. The customer data we got back was just enough to know they bought, but not enough to know who they were. We were doing significant volume, but we were not doing real business. In 2026, the math got worse, not better. Amazon raised the FBA fulfillment fee in January. They added a fuel surcharge in April. The marketplace pulse data showed seller margins down 15% over 3 years. Amazon's revenue per seller went up 23% in the same window. This is not a marketplace. This is a take. Modern Retail covered 3 brands in March that publicly pulled out of Amazon. Supply, Beard brand, Ranch Road Boots. The pattern was the same for all the 3 brands. Counterfeits really hurt their reputation. The algorithm was opaque to most of us, or any of us that are on Amazon. They were paying Amazon to acquire customers who did not become repeat buyers because the relationship was Amazon's, not the brand's. This is where Allbirds enters. Allbirds had Amazon, they had stores, they had a beautiful site which customers can browse and shop. They had a $4.1 billion IPO. They had a story about sustainability and craft, which most of the customers relate to and loved. What they did not have was a clean answer to the question I'm about to ask you. If Amazon stops carrying you tomorrow, what is the business? For the brands that thrive on Amazon, the answer is the customers are still there, the brands still means something, the unit economics still work direct, we just lost a paid acquisition channel. Well, for the brands that die on Amazon, the answer is the business was the Amazon listing. Allbirds was somewhere in the middle. Solo Stove was the same. Solo Stove's 10K said the company had substantial doubt as a going concern. They were delisted in April. The pattern is bigger than 2 companies. The 5 WPR research desk just published what they call the DTC graveyard. 50 prominent DTC failures between 2022 and 2026. Outdoor Voices, Casper, Saks Global, Francesca's, Eddie Bauer Brick and Mortar, Lunia. The common thread was the playbook of raised venture money, buy growth on Meta and Amazon, sign a 10-year Soho lease, IPO into a peak, and lever up was a VC product, not a business model. For operators reading this, 4 things I would do this quarter if I were running a DTC P&L right now. Number 1, run the contribution model by channel, including all the hidden costs. Amazon take, ad spend to be visible inside Amazon, returns rate, customer service time, refund liability, not gross margin, real contribution. most founders are tracking gross margin per order and calling Amazon very profitable when it is not. Number 2, ask what the brand means if Amazon deplatforms you. If the answer is nothing, your moat is rented. Most rented moats get repriced. Number 3, build the owned demand channel as if your Amazon volume is going to drop 40% next year. Email, SMS, brand search, store events, partnerships. The brands that survived the DTC bloodbath all did this. 4, stop using Amazon GMV as a board metric. It's a vanity number at best. Use Amazon contribution margin and Amazon customer lifetime value. Both are smaller, both are more honest. There's a sentence I've been working on for the next essay at my blog, satya.me. The brands that build businesses got to keep them. The brands that built channels got to give them back. Allbirds gave it back at 1% of peak. What is your number?